Imagine coming home after a long, exhausting day, only to find that one of the few chapatis you made for dinner has mysteriously vanished. This is exactly what happened to a 24-year-old boy who had no family, no support, and barely enough to survive. Every night, he cooked 4 chapatis and some vegetables, just enough to keep him going. But one night, after washing his hands, he noticed one chapati was missing. At first, he thought it was a mistake, but when it happened again the next day, he knew something was wrong. By the 3rd day, he decided to stay alert and catch the thief red-handed. To his utter shock, the thief wasn't a person. It was a big, fat mouse. But the real twist? The mouse could talk. Yes, you heard that right. A talking mouse. The mouse pleaded with the boy, saying, "Brother, I'm just taking my share of fate. Please let me have the chapati." The boy, already struggling to survive, was stunned. How could a mouse speak? And what did it mean by share of fate? This bizarre encounter was just the beginning of a life-changing journey. The mouse didn't stop there. It told the boy about someone who could help him, a wise figure named Gambuddha. The mouse urged the boy to visit Gambuddha's ashram, promising that all his questions would be answered. Desperate for a way out of his miserable life, the boy took a leap of faith. He took a 5-day leave from work and embarked on a journey to challenge everything he knew about life, fate, and the power of selflessness. Little did he know, this journey would lead him to encounters with a mute girl, a magician who had been meditating for 1,000 years, and a giant tortoise that dreamed of becoming a dragon. Each of these characters had their mysteries, and the boy would soon find himself at the center of it all. On the first night of his journey, the boy stumbled upon a grand mansion. Exhausted and in need of shelter, he knocked on the door. The owner, a wealthy man, welcomed him in and asked where he was headed. When the boy mentioned he was going to meet Gambuddha, the owner's eyes lit up. He had a daughter who hadn't spoken a single word in 20 years. The owner begged the boy to ask Gambuddha when his daughter would speak again. The boy, moved by the man's desperation, agreed to help. But this was just the first of many strange requests he would encounter. The next day, the boy reached the snowy mountains, where the path was treacherous and nearly impossible to cross. There, he met a magician who had been meditating for 1,000 years. Yes, 1,000 years. The magician revealed that despite his centuries of meditation, he still hadn't achieved his goal of reaching heaven. He asked the boy to inquire about when he would finally ascend. The boy, now burdened with 2 questions, continued his journey. The magician, using his powers, helped the boy cross the mountains. But the challenges didn't end there. Next, the boy arrived at a massive river with no way to cross. Just as he was about to give up, a giant tortoise emerged from the water. The tortoise, who had been living in the river for 500 years, revealed its dream of becoming a dragon. It asked the boy to seek Gambuddha's guidance on when this transformation would happen. The boy, now carrying 3 questions, crossed the river on the tortoise's back. But here's the shocking part. Gambuddha would only answer 3 questions. The boy had 4, his own and the 3 he had promised to ask for others. What would he do? Would he prioritize his own needs or keep his promises to those he had met along the way? When the boy finally reached Gambuddha's ashram, he was faced with an impossible choice. Gambuddha would only answer 3 questions, but the boy had 4. After much thought, he made a decision that would define his character. He chose to drop his own questions and ask the ones he had promised to others. This act of selflessness would change his life forever. Gambuddha answered the 3 questions. The mansion owner's daughter would speak the day she got married. The magician would reach heaven if he let go of his stick. And the tortoise would become a dragon if it removed its shell. The boy thanked Gambuddha and began his journey back, eager to deliver the answers. First, he met the tortoise and shared the news. The tortoise, without hesitation, removed its shell and transformed into a magnificent dragon. Before flying away, it left behind a pile of pearls as a gift for the boy. Next, the boy found the magician and told him to let go of his stick. The magician handed the stick to the boy and immediately ascended to heaven. Finally, the boy returned to the mansion and informed the owner that his daughter would speak on her wedding day. Overjoyed, The owner declared that there was no better groom than the boy himself and insisted he marry his daughter. The boy agreed, and as soon as they were married, the girl spoke her first words. "You are the one who came to our house that night." The boy's life was transformed in ways he could never have imagined. He now had wealth from the dragon's pearls, power from the magician's stick, and love from his new wife. But the most valuable reward was the lesson he learned. True greatness comes from selflessness and sacrifice. By choosing to help others, he unlocked blessings beyond his wildest dreams. This story teaches us that life often presents us with choices between our own desires and the needs of others. When we prioritize kindness, empathy, and generosity, the universe rewards us in unexpected ways. The boy's journey is a powerful reminder that helping others can create lasting joy and fulfillment. Letting go of selfishness and fear opens the door to new opportunities. Selflessness doesn't mean losing, it means gaining something far more valuable. So, take a step today to let go of selfishness and help someone in need. In return, life may surprise you with blessings beyond your imagination. This story isn't just a tale, it's a call to action. Will you answer it?